Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto for another video review. Perhaps I don't need to move these further forward. But basically these are Bailey's Mini Delights. So I don't know, those of you out there who know what Bailey's is will be instantly excited about these. But just this, Bailey's is sort of Irish cream coffee liqueur. So it's an alcoholic drink generally. Well, it is an alcoholic drink. Yeah, so this basically, these are sort of, I guess, I don't know what they are really. I guess they're sort of chocolate-covered Bailey's flavoured truffles, I guess, is what they look to be. So I saw these in the shop the other day and thought, well, they look a bit interesting. Looks like it's made by, I'm not familiar with them, Leah, I guess. I think it's Leah. Award-winning chocolatiers or something like that, yes, I think it says. So, yeah. Oh, here we go. Well, here we are. So, yeah, basically, I'll tell you on the back. I'll just come to it in a minute. So, yeah, it looks quite nice. Nice cover. You can see the sort of Bailey's. This is basically what the colour of Bailey's roughly is. It's just kind of beige, sort of creamy colour. So it's quite nice actually. I'm not a big alcohol person myself, I must say, but at Christmas usually the Bailey's comes out, so I usually have a glass or two. But I don't generally drink that much really. Yeah, so yeah, it's quite pleasant to the eye, I think. On the back it says, yeah, Bailey's, the original Irish cream liqueur in milk chocolate truffles. So yeah, so it is basically truffle. So, not really sure how alcoholic chocolates work, but I don't think you can get drunk off these. It doesn't tell you, as far as I know, any sort of alcohol content. So yeah, I think you'll be alright. Yeah, so basically, nutritional wise, it says, well, it gives you per 100 grams, so the actual pack is 102 grams, so I think for all intents and purposes let's just say this is what the pack is. It's 575 calories, 40.7 grams of fat, 24.3 of which are saturates. So it's relatively high in calories. I'd say probably roughly a third to a half of this bag is the equivalent to a chocolate bar, basically. A regular chocolate bar you'd have. So it's hard for me to it's reasonably filled up, but I think it's quite narrow actually. You can see there's kind of the equivalent of flourishes here on the side. There's these kind of sealed bits at the edge. So really the pack only really comes up to sort of here. It's like a pouch, you know. So there's a lot of surplus. So that's surplus at the top, of course, and then these bits at the side are as well. You know, so really it's kind of like, you know, the pouch is only doesn't count this bit. So again, they've used a bit of trickery here to make it look bigger than it is. So, you know, try and do it. You can see that. I mean, yeah, there you go. So you can see it's quite difficult to do actually. Not squeezing too hard, but there you go. You can see that's basically the real width there. So it's a lot smaller, isn't it? And the top. It doesn't fill this high, by the way. It's just filled with air. So okay, well, let's give it an open. Quite a nice, quite a nice presentation. It was about £2 this bag, I think. Quite cheap. If I can open it, I think it's got all those resealable things. There you go. Right, so they're quite big actually. Yeah, so they come up to about here. No, it's not too bad. It's not overly misleading, but yeah, there's definitely a lot less than you think. Let's pour them out. Okay. So there we go, that's your lot. So I can immediately get a sort of liqueur-y smell. I won't say it's a Bailey's liqueur-y smell, just a general alcoholic type chocolate smell, if you know what I mean. So 5, 10, 15, so there's 17 here, so not loads, to be honest with you. So basically 17, 5, 10, 15, 17. So let's say a third of them is 6 of these. So basically 6 of these is roughly 125, 175, 50, about 107, 14, so yeah, 170 calories, 160. Yeah, it's about 160 calories, I think, 6 of these is. So roughly. So 160 calories times 2, 120, 480. Oh no, I could be talking rubbish there. It sounds a lot, really. So 18. Seems quite a lot, yeah. It seems more than I thought it would be. 202. 180, 16, 24. Yeah, it seems a lot. Is the gist of it. 175, 350. Yeah, so basically, if a third of it was 175, then it's 350. That's 525. So it's more than that. So it seems a lot for 6 things to be like 180 calories or whatever. But that seems to be what it is. 918, 27. Yeah, so I think it's about 190 calories. It's about 190 calories basically for 6 of these, which is really, I'm just surprised at that. Yeah, so 190, 280. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Am I doing it right? My maths gone completely out the window. 192. 190. 1927. Yeah, that's 300 on. 1927, that's 300, yeah. Yeah, I'm very surprised at that, yeah, just really, yeah, 190 calories basically, yes, I'm sorry about that, taking a bit of time, but yeah, it's 190 calories for these ones here, that just seems ridiculous. I genuinely, you know, 100, yeah, 6, 12, 18. It's quite high that then, isn't it? 6, 12, 18. 3, 6, 9. Well, it's roughly 30 calories a thing actually, so it's not so bad, I guess. It's 30 calories a thing, so yeah, but perhaps it's not. It just seems a lot, but maybe if you think of it, 30 calories per thing, 3, 6, 9, roughly. About just over 30 calories per thing. So I guess usually in a site, you know, but it just seems they're just quite small really, but that's the gist of it. Yes, it's roughly 30 calories a ball anyway, but just over 30, 32 or something like that. Yeah, so they're quite spherical. I'm sorry, this we're kind of 8 minutes in. I'm not really, but they've got this kind of Death Star type affair going on one side. Now they've all got that. It does make them stand up, so I guess they might be sort of doing it for display purposes, so you could actually put these out and display them, and they won't kind of roll everywhere. So you can see the ones that I've sat up aren't rolling, but the ones... So I think that's why they've done it really. So if you're putting these on display, yeah, so you can see the ones I've purposefully sat down on the Death Star entrance point, whatever it is, or cannon part, you know, yeah, they didn't roll about. So I think that's what they've done. So they're obviously for parties and stuff, presumably. High class parties. So there you go, if that's your thing, then these might be for you. I don't know what else you could do with them. But that's presumably that's the purpose of those. So yeah, so quite thoughtful, I guess. Okay, so let's have a look on the inside of them. Okay. Wow, so it's very much a liquidy truffle. It's not really a truffle. It's not really a truffle actually. It's more like a caramel almost. It's quite liquidy. It definitely smells of Bailey's. On the plate, basically, there's kind of like a liquid residue when I cut into it. So it's really, well, you can see it's very liquidy. I don't really like to try and. You can see there, so it's more of a caramel. So yeah. So it's not really a truffle at all, this. I don't know. Anyway, it's very right. Okay, well, I'll give it a taste. In fact, before I do it, let's just do the old measurement. Why not? So they're a bit difficult to do for certain because of spears, of course, but I think the diameter is roughly 1.9 centimetres. Just under 2. Of course, there's a little nubbin at the bottom, but let's not get too scientific. Yeah, so, okay, let's give it a go. Wow. I'll tell you what, the scent is not a truffle at all, it's a liquid. not too bad. Basically, I think the the chocolate's quite a hard chocolate, so when you bite into it, it just explodes. It's not a soft bite. The chocolate just completely explodes. And then all the insides just kind of explode outwards into your mouth, because it's a liquid, so it just all flows out. It's not really in the camera, it really is a liquid in your mouth. I mean, it's not pouring out here, but I think if I left that for, well, not more than 30 seconds, but I left it for 10 minutes or something, I reckon that would start to flow out of here. It really is a liquid. It looks caramel, but it really isn't. Very nice, actually. I mean, I wouldn't say it's really Bailey's I'm getting. Well, maybe a bit. It's quite nice, actually. It's quite pleasant. I mean, it seems to be there is a slight alcohol tint to there, but I think you probably are getting a sort of less strong Bailey's in the taste. You're not really getting the sharp alcohol taste you get with Bailey's, So it's quite nice, actually. I mean, for me, I'm not overly bothered about alcohol, so for me that's actually probably not too bad, because I can, because you're not getting that sort of strong alcohol taste, that sort of sharpness. And I don't mind that you don't get that, but you might be a bit disappointed if you're coming at it from, the Bailey's side, where you just want, you want the exact replica of Bailey's. You're not really getting a shot of Bailey's inside some chocolate here. You're getting a sort of almost an alcohol-free version, I guess. I mean, there might be some alcohol in it. It probably is, but you're definitely not getting that strong alcohol taste in this that you would do in a little sip of Bailey's. But it is nice. I think for me, I think the chocolate's a bit too hard. I can understand why it is hard, because the inside's so liquidy. It might be to kind of secure it to make sure that it doesn't, leak out or something. I'm not sure, or mix with the chocolate. I'd say, it might be better to sort of, to suck this in your mouth a bit, really, to get the benefit from it. I think just by biting it, I think it doesn't really, I don't know, I think it just explodes, the chocolate really does just break. And there's no give in this at all, it really is a hard chocolate. I mean, as in it's just going to crack, So I don't know, it's not really a truffle. As I say, I think it's just not a truffle. If it was a truffle, you could have a softer chocolate, and the inside would be nice and soft, and it would be a different thing again, really. But as I say, because it isn't a truffle, because it is basically a liquid, it just completely changes the chocolate makeup, really. You've got a hard chocolate, and you've got, as I say, a liquid that just completely goes in your mouth. So you get you basically like a shot of, well, a little half teaspoon of a roughly Bailey's liquid in your mouth when you bite into it, and then it goes quite quickly, and you're left with the chocolate, to be honest with you, which is quite crunchy and chewy. Let's have a Bailey's lingers a bit there. It doesn't just go straight away, but yeah, so it's not too bad, really. The flavour lingers in your mouth a bit, and you do get a bit of sharpness of the Bailey's. I might have exaggerated a bit, but definitely, I've not got a glass of Bailey's to hand, so I can't do a direct comparison. But I'm definitely, from memory, I'm quite sure it's not quite that. It's not quite got the alcoholic sharpness that you would get. So it is a bit more of a toned down version. I don't feel like I'm getting drunk, so I'm quite sure it's not that strong. But yeah, I think they're quite pleasant. I think these would be quite nice to have out in a little, if you're having like a sort of party, I guess, just put these out on a plate or something. People can pinch one or two of them. I'd probably pinch them all. I definitely don't dislike them. They're quite nice. I think they are a bit of a halfway house between, it's not Bailey's in a It's not sort of frozen. Well, it's not. This isn't. You're not drinking some Baileys here. It's something else, but it's got a Baileys taste to it. It's not a truffle, so I think that's a bit of a lie on the box, on the packet. I think as a truffle, it probably. I don't know if it would work better, but it would be a different chocolate, and I think not an unpleasant one. I think this one, as I say, is more like you're just getting like a liquid filled chocolate, a bit more like a champagne. What did he even call them truffles in Thornton's concept in these chocolate collections? They might do. I'm sure they don't. But maybe they do. Maybe that's why they've done it. I can't quite remember now. But yeah, for me, this is not a truffle. For me, this is a sort of liquidy filled chocolate cup that's quite crunchy, quite solid. It's milk chocolate. It has a little base for you to stand it on. Yeah, and it's not too bad. I think. And I think it's nice enough that it doesn't taste really of alcohol at all. There's no. It tastes of Baileys, but it tastes of an alcohol-free Baileys. I'd say more than an actual Baileys. I think there's a slight hint of alcohol in there, but it's definitely not that strong. So it's quite nice, really. I think. Although it's not unpleasant. 3.5 out of 5. I think maybe 4. It's if you love Baileys, I think you'll definitely like this, and I think it's definitely unique, and there's not much out there that's very similar to it. It's got a really nice Irish cream taste to it. Yeah, it's good. I think it's nice. As I say, I think it's perhaps just a bit something not quite there about it. I don't know whether it's the hardness of the chocolate. I'd say if you sucked it for a while and then let it come out that way, I think that might be the way to go. But it's very difficult to be that self-restrained, isn't it, really? Okay, well, I hope any of that made sense. Anyway, if you love Baileys, I think you can't go wrong with this. I think it's worth giving a try either way. As I say, but expect a very liquidy centre. Definitely not a truffle. Alright guys, take care then. Hope you enjoyed the review. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and like or dislike my videos. Hopefully you like them. Leave a comment or two, and I'll see you next time. Thanks guys, take care. See you soon. Bye for now. Bye.